Hey guys, Sandy here. Welcome back to Follow a Sketch February for February 20th. I had the sketch pulled up on my phone and I just swiped it away. Like, what the heck just happened here? So for today, it is February 20th and there is this sketch right here. You'll find it on the Scrapping Reflections Facebook group. And the sketch is by Kelly Hollifield for papersecrets.net. It is a 2-photo sketch, and it is a landscape and a portrait, and I'm going to be doing a landscape and a portrait, or a landscape and a portrait. Tapped the wrong ones. This was in November at Hobby Lobby. This was one of the Christmas aisles. We had sold out of things, and this was the Valentine's that we had received in November. That was all stored and ready to go. So I have these two. Gonna get the other stuff, so let's see what I can do. All right, guys, so I am flipping through my smaller papers here. Now these are kind of 6x8s and 6x6s and all of those things because I figured the papers that I have are good for this sketch over here to the left. So I'm looking for about 3 smaller papers here. And then I was like, ooh, that floral might match because it's got some purple in it. And I was like, oh no, it really, really doesn't match with the other floral that I've already pulled out. So I decided to pull out this green one. We've got this herringbone pattern wood grain and then the floral, and then I pulled out this kind of Tim Holtz paper right here, and I'm thinking that this will make a pretty good layout, right? Like, I'm thinking this is going to be good stuff. So I figure out which papers I want to go where, but I will do that after I find a stencil to use here. So I'm going to use this mandala stencil. I think this is mandala number 2. I don't remember exactly. But I'm going to place it over top of this 49 and Market paper. Now, I love 49 and Market papers. This one's not my favorite, even though it's a great color, right? Like, the colors are great. On the other side, it's pretty. It's got some big, bold florals on it, but the butterflies, holy Moses, the butterflies, you guys. So as you can see, it's got butterflies up here in the upper right-hand corner. And I am just going to ink over that with my ink. So I'm going to go dark around the edges of it here. And then I will actually go a little bit lighter on the inside of it. Like, that is the plan, at least, right? So that's going to happen. And I am excited about how it's turning out. I'm excited about the purple layering up, and then I'm just going to put it lighter on the inside here. And I am going to kind of swish the stencil around a little bit, but it's fine, you guys. The problem is I am hungry and want to go eat dinner. So I'm trying to get this done as quick as possible. Now, I did have washi tape over top of the stencil, and you're not going to be able to see that because a good amount of this is going to be covered up with the papers and the photos. So as you can see, we've covered up a whole bunch of it. So I'm going to use that largest Tim Holtz paper as the anchoring paper here on the backgrounds. I'm going to bring in the floral paper. I've decided that that wood grain paper needs to be on there too, but the green paper, that green paper is what I am going to mat my photographs in. So the green paper is a little bit of a funky size, so I'm not going to be able to just pop the 2 photos on there and cut. I am going to have to trim them down, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Now, like I said earlier, this is an empty Christmas aisle, a completely empty Christmas aisle with no top stock either, and then the warehouse in the back with the Valentines all organized and ready to go out. So yeah, it's kind of crazy how the merchandise moves at Hobby Lobby. You don't have backstock, right? Like you don't have backstock like you would at Target, where it's in a bin and in a location and you go check for it. The only reason why the Valentine's Day stuff was out was because we couldn't put it out on the floor yet, right? It was too early. We had to hold it until a certain date to put it out, which is the only reason why it was in the back room. Otherwise, stock is not kept in the back room. It is all put out on the floor at Hobby Lobby. So anyway, I've got my photos down here. Now I'm going to look to do some sort of decoration. It does have flowers in the sketch, and ultimately I end up with some flowers. I was looking for some sort of flower that would kind of coordinate with the flower in that patterned paper. Couldn't find anything exactly right, but I ended up with using some blue leaves, and those are going to go down here where the two photos meet up. And then I'm also going to put it over on the top of the portrait photo. I'm going to create a couple little flower bits. I'm going to use some paper flowers. The ones with the pearl on the inside I got at Hobby Lobby a while ago when they went on clearance, and then the other flowers are from my shop. So those are down there, and I'm going to create just a couple little floral moments. Nothing huge, nothing large and in your face. I did realize that in my desire to have those florals as the top layer of paper, I lost the space to write some stuff down, right? Like if I would have chosen the wood grain paper to be the top paper, then I could have written directly on that. But if I take a pen and write on that floral paper, you're not going to be able to see it at all. So I decide that I need to find a little something to put in there, right? Oh, I'm still messing with the flowers. I forgot to put some up there as well because I just felt like it needed a little bit more sparkly goodness in there. So I do also find this little tab in a great purple color and going to make that happen. I'm going to use my Nouveau Deluxe glue, dollop that stuff down there, and get those flowers stuck down so that they stay down stuck for good. But I am going to have to bring in something so that I have a place to journal. Now, in the sketch, there's journaling around the circle. I'm not feeling that, right? I'm not feeling that. It is a very rare moment where I ever feel like outline journaling is my thing. I have very few layouts in my albums that have outline journaling. And most of the time it's done that way because it was done as a challenge, right? Like that was part of the challenge, so you kind of had to do it. And that was way before I kind of gave all the rules up and just did what I want and made myself happy. You know what I mean? So I tuck in a little card and I'm going to get some journaling down here. I'm just going to journal with a black pen. Nothing special, nothing fantastical. I'm just talking about how it's November and we've got empty aisles for Christmas and Valentine's Day is already fully in and in the warehouse, and how it's just crazy how seasonal merchandise moves. It really is. And then I decided, you know what? This doesn't really have a title. It doesn't really need a title, but I needed to add in something. So I am walking over and decide, oh, these glitter purple letter stickers will be perfect if I just write HL and put it down here by the florals. And that is going to do it for this layout, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for playing along with Follow a Sketch February. Even if you're not playing along yet, be sure to join that Scrapping Reflections Facebook group. That way you have access to the sketches. So yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys. I will see you guys again real soon for another video.